evening and a very, very warm welcome each and everyone on Supergrads YouTube channel. As they say, feedback is important. Yes, a feedback is important. A review is important. एक बहुत बड़ा question जो कि student fraternity से हमारे पास आ रहा था and it continuously asked, how is IIM Bangalore's newly launched online BBA program? It caters to digital business and entrepreneurship. Yes, it started last year. Yes, we had seen a lot of students showing interest in that particular program, but yes, there were some doubts. It's an online program. There were some doubts that students would not be going to the college and studying over there. There were some other doubts whether we are going to be an IIM Bangalore alumni after that or not. A lot of doubts persisted. We asked the same from the director of the institute as well, and he answered it very candidly. But today, after passage of almost say 4 months or so, we have two students from IIM Bangalore's DBE program. A very warm welcome, Abhilash. A very warm welcome, Sambhav, also over here.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
just
Hello, sir.
wanted,
Thanks, sir.
I just wanted to convene this discussion. There is a reason behind, or convene this particular meet, so that the listeners, the audiences, the viewers get the perfect idea. कि क्या इस प्रोग्राम में दम है भी कि नहीं, right? Because अभी passage of time नहीं हुआ है online, and there were a lot of rumors and grapevines that were flowing. I think this interview is going to give the clarity to a lot of students. So, one by one, if you can introduce yourself, and I would like to understand whether you are doing IIM Bangalore's DB program as a primary degree or a secondary degree. Yes, Abhilash, starting, and then for particular order.
Yeah. So thank you, sir, for
Yeah,
giving me this opportunity, and
yeah.
thank you, Supergrads. Yeah. So hello, everyone. I am Abhilash Panda, hailing from the town of Silver City of India, which is known as Cuttack, Odisha.
Okay.
And I'm pursuing this BBA Digital Business on Entrepreneurship at IIM Bangalore. And this is my primary degree. Initially, I was pursuing a BBM at Marketing Honors at IIM University, which was an offline college.
XIM
And
is Xavier's Institute of Management. All right.
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, okay. All right. So please.
And then I decided that I want to work on startup of like some I want to work like a practical exposure, like no college degree can provide this. So I opted out it and like pursuing this as my full-time degree.
Abhilash, it's a big, big thing. You're leaving like, Xavier Institute of Management because
Yeah.
XIM is a very well-known brand for IIM Bangalore's online BBA program. So I'll be asking a volley of questions in the coming in coming few minutes. But before that, let's have a conversation with Sambhav also. Sambhav, please introduce yourself and
Hello
I would like to
everyone. I
answer.
am Yes, sir. Hello everyone. I am Sambhav Jain. I am from Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. I am pursuing this currently as my primary degree,
Okay.
and yes, sir. I completed my 12th and pursuing this as primary justice.
All right. I just want like to understand. So, how was your preparation for BBA DB entrance? मुझे पता है एक चीज, सबसे अच्छी बात अगर ये डिग्री बहुत अच्छी निकलती है, right? तो you guys are going to be lucky because in initial phase the competition is really very low. When people get to know about the stuff, then it's going to get high, and that point of time the degree value increases, right? So, how did you
Yes.
prepare for this particular examination, and how did you feel that point of time when you got
Yes,
selected?
so actually, what you said that it's the initial point, so exam was easy. I was preparing for IPMAT,
Okay,
so I was prepared a bit, but I was not able to crack IPMAT.
okay.
So when this course was announced, it was like an amazing opportunity. I gave it and I cracked it. I was so happy that I'm in the new year. हो गया.
Acha. So good part is, let me tell to audiences, Sambhav and Abhilash are students, are dear students. And that's why I'm having a heart-to-heart conversation with them. And let the truth prevail. ये truth आना चाहिए बाहर कि exactly program का experience अच्छा है या बुरा है. So let's ask some intriguing questions, some tough ones from both of them. So yeah, Abhilash, I would like to
Yeah.
understand you also. How did you feel when you get selected at that point of time?
So initially, I would like to walk through my journey.
Yeah.
Like I prepared for IPMAT as well,
Okay.
like both for Rohtak and Indore.
Okay.
But sir, like didn't able to make it because of sectional cutoffs.
Okay.
So like I was मतलब मैंने time अच्छे से दिया नहीं था, तो I know that this was not my go-to shot. And like I got top colleges of BBA colleges that I got in MIS, and I got in like East Zone में, as I belong from Odisha, from IIM University. So I opted for IIM University, and I was pursuing there. I remember the day, it was 29th August, and the moment I came in, I saw this mail from IMBs that, dear Abhilash Panda, you have been selected for our prestigious program. I was being like cloud nine, because a lot of thing came in my mind later after, but at the moment I was feeling ecstatic.
All right, I think both of them are seemingly happy with this particular decision of getting inside IIM Bangalore. Let me ask a very tough question now, and let me ask it from Abhilash first.
Sure, sir.
It has been an online program, right? And we were knowing it from day one that majority of the part is going to be asynchronous. Don't you think it's uh, not so for you? It's not. So, how do you adjust with this asynchronous module?
Sir, when I started this program, I was also very skeptical that how it will be. Like, this is the first years, and since IMBs are the pioneer of doing such programs, but as eventually down the line, like I'm in a good point to say like how it is. Initially, sir, मेरे को भी लग रहा था कि this program as online क्या होगा, कैसे होगा and all. But through adaptive modules and the LMS, like what we are studying on, वो इतना interactive, gamified, and इतना the content is very different from what we study. So if you are studying in an offline college, the thing is you must be what lack we think is आप प्रोफेसर से बात करना शायद ये आपका एक बैरियर हो सकता है. The first thing which came in mind as doing this as online degree, but वो कभी भी लगा नहीं, because it is such interactive, and वहाँ पर डाउट फैकल्टी भी होते हैं. So we have this asynchronized module, and after that we have faculty as well as SME sessions. तो अगर आपको कभी भी डाउट होता है तो you can actually clarify it. So we never completed this like, oh my god, this is like मुश्किल होगा ऑनलाइन आएगा.
You use two words. I would like to ask further on those two words. You use adaptive module. You use word gamified, right?
Yeah.
क्या है ऐसा adaptive? क्या है ऐसा gamified? I would like to, if you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, sure, sir. So the thing is that we have multiple terms in each year. So I would like to give a broad view. थोड़ा brief हो जाएगा, but अच्छे से आपको समझ आएगा मैं क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. So like in each year we have 3 terms, and we have multiple range of subjects. They are really interesting, and ऐसे subjects आपको कभी भी कोई normal regular degree में नहीं मिलेंगे.
Yeah.
And जो subjects, for example, in first terms, we have approximately 6 to 7 subjects. Example. So in each term, we have 15 credits, and gamified content in sense, for example, let us take the examples of, there's a very interesting subject called as creativity, mind for innovation and imagination.
Creative
So
mind for innovation and
imagination.
imagination. Okay, ठीक है.
Yeah. And it is taught by like Professor Pavan Soni, and we all students of IMBs are fan of him. Like especially उनके way of, मतलब वो सिखाते कि actually how to think in a subject, and it's pretty interesting. While if you're doing a BB and actually doing things in sense of how to think in a certain way, which is a part of a design thinking also, but it is relevant. But coming to gamified content, so for example, if you have taught a module and उस module पे तुरंत आपका reaction आता है, for example कि you need to complete this game instead of what you have learned instantly. So this creates, for example, like a Flappy Bird game, or like a drag games or something racing. So it becomes fun with learning also. And adaptive in sense ki the examples which he used, for example, into day-to-day life and relevance of hobbies, of personal context, that becomes as a connection. So आप being a student can connect with a very all. So ऐसा नहीं लगता कि online एक barrier है.
Taken. I think some very interesting talks going on over here. The content that's being provided by the institute is top class, and it is showcasing that वो I'm Bangalore से direct आ रहा है सबके लिए. So Sambhav, next question to you, and थोड़ा सा on the same grounds, like you are sitting over here, तुम गाजियाबाद से हो, right? अभी
Yes, sir.
इसी पर्टिकुलर इंटरव्यू में वी हैव अ सेकंड किड ऑफ आई एम बैंगलोर जो कि कटक से, राइट? नाउ ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स वुड बी फ्रॉम सम डिफरेंट प्लेसेस, राइट? तो मेरा पॉइंट बहुत बहुत डायरेक्ट है तुमसे. तुम लोग अलग अलग जगहों पे बैठे हो, एक दूसरे को जानते नहीं हो, you are not in touch. तो
Yes.
फिर एक क्लास का मजा कैसे आता है इस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम में?
I will tell you.
Yeah.
So basically, they have divided area wise into specific zones like Central Zone, North Zone 1, North Zone 2.
You're
So
from which
like
zone?
I am in North Zone 1,
North zone
in
one.
which New Delhi, Gurugram, and Ghaziabad lie in it. So they have, I think, 7 or 8 zones they have divided, and they conducted elections for the zonal representatives
Okay.
to represent that zones and manage things around that zone and everything. So lot of things are going on, activities. Recently, you can say it a fest or a interzonal competition named Nova 24.
Zonal
So much
preview
of
event.
yes, so much of activities, so much fun. They have, we have built मतलब कि हर जोन का एक स्पेसिफिक इंस्टाग्राम पेज बनवाया है उन्होंने एंड वी हैव टू
Okay.
पोस्ट कंटेंट एंड the page which will get the highest reach will win the competition, and so dance competition, singing competition, logo design, hoodie design, and so much of things are going on that you can't say that मतलब वो online वाला gap fill हो जाता है. And
हो जाता
WhatsApp groups बने हुए हैं now. They are also introducing a thing named learning pods.
Yeah.
है लर्निंग पॉड्स.
Recently,
अभिलाष से
yes.
पूछते हैं, चलो लर्निंग पॉड्स क्या है?
Mhm.
So, like, sir, वो अभी initialization stage में है. So, as I would agree with Sambhav, कि
Yeah.
ऐसा लगता नहीं कि we're pursuing this as online. For example, this is not like we are doing this as a lecture or watching a YouTube video.
Okay.
This actually real life and interaction learning as well as going on. तो आप हमेशा WhatsApp ग्रुप में connected रहते हैं. I'm like from the East Zone, which represents Odisha, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, and Assam. And same goes for the aggregate. They have segregated whole India into multiple zones, and you have this like a learning pods. Abhi just introduced where we haven't much have discussion on yet, but I guess because we have upcoming group projects, तो वो उसी के लिए use होंगे, and utilizations because we have our end terms nearby us, तो उसी के लिए exam preps and reviews will be used over learning pods.
All right. Once again, Sambhav, I like to ask this particular question.
Yes,
How
sir.
many of the kids along with you are doing it as a second degree? Like तुम्हारे नॉर्थ जोन में एंड अभिलाष से भी पूछ लेते हैं. और कितने हैं जो कि प्राइमरी डिग्री कर रहे हैं? लाइक बोथ ऑफ यू आर डूइंग इट टेकिंग इट एज अ प्राइमरी डिग्री, राइट? कितने
Yes,
सेकेंडरी
sir.
डिग्री कर रहे हो?
I know a
Sir,
few.
या
yeah,
संभव,
Sambhav,
लेट्स
go
लेट्स
ahead,
स्टार्ट
go
विद
ahead.
संभव. या
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, I know a few. मुझे एक भैया मिले थे exam day, on the exam day of this BBA DBA entrance.
राइट.
So he's pursuing it in IIT Madras along with IIT Madras.
ओह राइट, ओके.
Yes,
आईआईटी
sir.
मद्रास में वो
So
स्टडी कर रहे
I
हैं.
talk.
ओके.
Yes, sir. So I talked to him, and he's saying that it's being quite difficult for him, but he's able to manage it.
इज एबल टू मैनेज इट.
But
ओके.
you have to be committed to do it with your second degree.
इस क्वेश्चन को मैं फिर से पूछ लूंगा. I'll ask this particular question again. But over to you, Abhilash. I'd like to understand your perspective also. You, if you're in touch with, because I can see that you are a bit extrovert. So, are you in touch with kids and do you ask them कि तुम्हारी primary degree है, secondary degree है, something of that sort? Yeah.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Like, if I gave a roughly, like, I can be wrong also, but that this is the perception because हम लोग का जब एक event हुआ था, तो we got a Menti quiz and वहाँ पर votings हुए थे approximately of the 1,000 learners which what we have. So उसमें approximately 400 to 500 members were considering this as primary degree. I'm
But the
not sure
500
that
are taken
this
as a primary. That's a big number, right?
it's a big number, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure that they are doing it. But approximately, if I talk on my range, if I talk to 20 people, around 5 to 6 members are doing this as primary degree, and rest are doing as a secondary degree.
But that Menti quiz that you're referring to is a, so if 500 people are doing it as a primary degree, then I only have one strong apprehension. Like you are sitting in home, but despite that, you're giving good reviews about the institute. See, and I would like to ask you this, Abhilash, because you left exam and you actually did IIM Bangalore. Was that a good choice for you?
Yeah, sir. Sir, it was really a tough choice for me. मतलब doing this as a first degree, like this is a first year, क्या होगा, कैसे नहीं होगा, placements, a lot of things came in my mind, like what will be the decision, and like I was enjoying my college life out there in XIM, like 2 महीने मेरे को हो भी चुके थे in hostel life and all. But sir, I was very conscious about my decision, and like I had this trust over IMBs, like it's pioneers of what they do. It's not just India's best B school It's one of the best B schools of the world. So I had always this conviction that if I do and if this is aligning with my goals, so there was not looking back. Yeah.
Sambhav, did they give or send some goodies to your place? क्या वो उन्होंने भेजा है कुछ अभी तक आपके लिए?
Not yet, sir. अभी तो नहीं भेजा है, but they are
Planning.
planning for sending merch.
Sir, I
Sending
would
what?
like to say something on
Yes,
this.
sir.
Yeah,
Like,
please, if you can.
yeah, so like they are doing this to me, matlab, they are like having this logistic issues because every
Yes.
across whole over India we have multiple learners and it's very hard to send to each and every one goodies, but they have promises that they will send us. So what they are doing as of now is they are organizing multiple competitions so that we can interact and engage and show us our creativity. For example, you can make, if like Christmas is going on, Christmas week में आप कुछ भी post event दिखा सकते हो, and based on that they can share you the prize, and the prize is the goodies. So selected people have received the
Had
goodies.
received it. Okay. Now my next question is, I want a balanced answer over here. Both of you said that it's a tough one, right? I mean, it is time consuming, it's overwhelming. All these words are coming from your side, right? I would like to understand, as a secondary degree, is it even possible?
Okay.
Yes. If
Yes,
someone can manage time easily, so it is definitely possible.
it's possible. Along with IPM, do you think it's possible?
If someone is studying in
I'm Indore.
Indore or
Yeah,
Rohtak,
yeah,
It's tough. It's tough. I would
it's
say
tough.
ki, like if you're studying in IIM Indore and you pursuing IMBs this as a like second degree, then it's definitely tough because both curriculum are rigorous. Even this
Because
is online, this is rigorous because we have kind of like 3 credits subjects also as well. So it becomes time consuming also.
and yes, as
let
far
me
as I
ask, ठीक है
remember,
हाँ संभव
in an interaction, I remember a kid said that he left IIM Rohtak to join this course.
oh
Huh.
Yes, he left IIM
Yeah,
Rohtak
yeah,
and
sir.
now he's pursuing this IIM BBA as his primary.
ठीक है I do not know. I mean, we'll look into that particular aspect also in the coming years, whether are people giving preference to Bangalore's DB program over and above IIM's, like IIM Rohtak and Indore. So how
Yes.
does your day look like, Abhilash, starting in alphabetical order, then I'll go to Sambhav also.
तो sure sir, sir, like I have two schedule. Like if I go, मतलब like अगर मैं लेट सोता हूँ तो फिर एक schedule है, morning में एक schedule है. My usual schedule looks like if I sleep late at night, I will take almost like 6 to 7 hours of sleep because this has flexibility. I can do anytime, anywhere. Like there's no time bound कि मुझे इतने बजे ही class attend करना है because of asynchronous.
All right.
If I have a scheduled live session, then the fact is different. So I wake up, normally do my normal daily chores and then have my breakfast. Then I start with 3 hours of lectures of what they are with the modules of what the subjects is going on. I start with the normal subjects, then tough one, and then if I'm tired with the light subjects as well. Then I go to the gym, and then there is my program called as skill development. I'm upskilling myself, so I'm learning this called multiple skills and hobbies. And then I came back to the home and again integrate with subjects, and then I have chit chat with my family, and that's it. And at night I read some kind of books.
How
So
many hours does it consume in a day? I mean, this particular program.
if I speak, they say that 10 to 12 hours a week is fine. But I would think that it depends on the subjects and the curriculum. For example, if it is a CMI or a light subject, it can be completed within like 3 to 4 hours. But agar, for example, if you are doing subjects like statistics or accounts, it's a heavy subject, then you need to dedicate at least 3 to 4 hours daily.
4
Uh,
hours daily. All right.
yeah.
Okay. Sambhav, how does your day look like?
So
Is it
pretty
quite
much
similar like
same.
Abhilash or
Yes,
different?
sir, very similar.
Quite similar. Okay. All right. How many hours are you giving in a week?
So I'm giving around 3 to 4 hours
Every day or in a week?
every day, 2 to 3 hours. Yes,
Two to
sir.
three hours almost. Okay. Let me ask this particular question also. Did they ever speak about the placements, the big thing?
No, sir. And as far as I remember, not till now.
Not till now. And
Same.
Abhilash?
Same. Like we have this one month Ask Me Anything session with Professor Suresh Bhagwatula sir, and in which someone asked about placements, and sir said that we don't will not have this placements like MBA program of like as of now, but we definitely will have this placement assistant things and the Q&A session. Officially कुछ statement made नहीं हुआ है as of now. Yeah.
All right. Now, I would like to ask you some very challenging questions. You are sitting in Ghaziabad and you are sitting in Cuttack today, right?
Yeah.
How are your exams going to happen?
Shall I take the question, Sambhav?
Yes, go on.
Sure. Okay, so basically, हम लोग का there's like if there's called as 100 marks of the whole subject. It is segregated with 25% of CLA and 75% of NTERM. CLA means Continuous Learners Assessment. तो हम लोग का हर week in the modules get released, and in the modules you need to be submitted as daily number of hours to complete that subject. And like CLA can be different. It's like a class test kind of thing, but it's done on a short terms of a concise syllabus basis. For example, it can be 20 marks, 25 marks, and of that 20 marks, 40% weightage will be calculated. And as of we have completed all the CLAs of now today, and we have our end terms very soon. So end terms will be like just gave the BBE entrance test. It will be scheduled to a TCS IIM zone, and then we can go and give offline examinations.
Okay. You will be giving the offline examinations. That has
In
clearly
center
been
exam.
communicated to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you the next question also. How many faculties are teaching you for on in this first
Uh,
semester, right? Or first trimester?
on this first trimesters, I guess the
We
number
have
of
six
subject
courses.
Okay.
Six
six
courses.
six yeah
Yes,
six.
so six
For each subject,
faculties.
each
Six faculties.
faculty is there.
Yes, sir.
But I would like to say, sir, faculties are there, but side by side, we get extra helps of learnings in terms of like we have SMEs also, which is like a subject master expert,
Yeah.
which gives insights if the faculty is not there and आपको कुछ doubt है.
So how
So
many
during
overall?
that,
I mean, when I say faculty, it includes subject matter experts. It does include the teachers they are teaching you. Overall, how many people are teaching you?
so it will be like approximately if I do the twice number of each subject, one faculty and one SSMEs,
12
then that will
Mm.
be 12 to 15
12 to
approximately.
15. Acha, the next question is interesting. Do they do they give the personalized touch also? Like, do they know you by name or something of that sort till now? Because 1,000 students maintaining 1,000 student strength across India, and uh, do or it's too early for them to actually remember the names, and it will take some time. I would like to ask
It's
this.
too early. Mm.
Abhilash, what's your take over there?
Yeah, so like personally तो अभी नहीं जानते. It's like it's a tough job to know all the names of the 1,000 learners, but they are interacting. They are creating this called as a networking event so that we can, as a peer, we can engage, and they are organizing like weekly terms basis of interaction of zone level also, so we can actually have this kind of interaction to get to know each other. We are having this fun sessions, games, interactions. It's not like a very professional. You can actually come jam in and it's fun. मतलब networking events होते हैं, but it depends like when you join or not. So it's on you.
And like the teachers don't know, but because of all the activities going on, students to आपस में know them
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much.
Okay, students know each other very well, right?
Yes, sir.
So they have been,
Because
successful in creating good communities. That's what you want to say?
yes,
Definitely,
sir.
sir. My take was like after this, like we have a lot of studentpreneurs in the house just after this degree started. And like if I see of 1,000 learners, कोई ना कोई खुद ना खुद का startup कर रहा है among this community also. So the
Cha.
power of networking is really, and they are leveraging it.
Okay. Would like to
Yes, sir.
ask this, because it's an online degree and the degree stands for entrepreneurship that needs the most amount of practical training. How are they bridging this particular gap?
Hmm. Shambhav, you want to go?
So can you repeat the question? Actually, I was
I would like
reading
to
one
just,
thing.
I'm just asking this, I mean, it's an online degree,
Hmm.
whereas they're teaching you entrepreneurship that needs some kind of practical training, right? If I'm not wrong. What
Yes,
Abhilash
sir.
was just referring to, startup chala rahe hain log, kaise chalta
Hmm.
hai, that hands-on experience kind of a thing. So how
Okay.
are they bridging this particular gap? ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग में
The
एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बढ़ाना.
no, the way they teach, like the lectures, editing is good, and after every lecture, you get a like a gamified quiz in MCQ type questions, which is very interesting. And the way they teach, after all, it's amazing. You
I believe,
मतलब
sir.
जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती उस चीज की.
Yes, Abhilash.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe, sir, certainly अभी as a first semesters, it's very, initial stages of that कि अगर हम कुछ project करें, definitely practical exposure लगता है. We have multiple subjects. We don't know what we will be doing, but there are like programs aligned upcoming in the futures which are assigned to do in like offline activities. In terms, for example, it is not to ये तो possible नहीं कि 1,000 learners के पास जाके या फिर engage करके कि possible same time पे हो. But during this segregate करके आपको for example there is a venture called as rupees 250 venture in our next term. तो अगर आपको कुछ यहाँ पर project दिया जा सकता है कि to go in your local and actually talk to entrepreneurs who are doing work stuff. So वहाँ पर आपको exposure मिल सकता है.
Right, I think we have lost Sambhav. We'll continue this particular
I'm
session.
coming back.
Yes, you are there. Okay, we would like to see you, Sambhav. So I think we have lost your video. That's why. All right. So till we get that back, I'll ask this from Abhilash. I would like to understand a few things. Most memorable things in this tenure of I think 4 months. 4 months का ही हुआ होगा भी शायद. Yeah.
Yes, sir,
Were
approximately.
what?
Sir, the most memorable thing is I never thought that I would be studying from IMPs. Like itself is a tag. अगर आप
Yes.
पढ़ते कोई prestigious institutions से, and it has set certain number of benchmark in academic excellence. They have never pressurized for go for just study for marks. They've actually told us कि please study for the sake of knowledge and understanding. It's like if you're, many people are just like in terms of startup and entrepreneurship rushing around, starting their own venture. Focus on building capabilities. That what our professors are saying.
Okay, let
Build
me
skill.
rephrase this particular question. थोड़ा सा मैं rephrase कर लेता हूँ. Memories से ज़्यादा because अभी 4 महीने ही हुए हैं. Let me ask it in a different way and style. It has been a period of 4 years and both of you seem to be very happy. ऐसा होता है ना जब शादी हो जाती है उसके बाद खुशी हो. I would like to ask you this particular question, Abhilash and Sambhav to you as well. You know, what have you learned till date?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can answer that this question now.
Sir, I have lot of life lessons. It's not limited to just BBA digital business or entrepreneurship.
All right.
It has taught me how to look up in the life,
Okay.
and it has actually taught me not professionally but also in terms of personally, whether it be in communication or like thinking or like skills which are very much required for future 10 years. Because in this today's AI era, हम लोग को पता भी नहीं future में कैसे jobs आने वाले हैं. So.
Some of you, what would you like to say?
Yes, sir, same thing because the creative course, the Pavan Soni sir's course was I liked it personally very much because he taught us how to think and all the process he changed the thinking of our mind. That was amazing.
Now, the last question to both of you, Abhilash, would you recommend this particular course to the next set of people?
Definitely, sir. Definitely. I would be saying that you can go like completely all in this course, but definitely in terms of secondary degree, if you are considering an offline course, but please make sure that you have good command over time management because sometimes this course can be overwhelming at some time. And if you're pursuing this as primary course, if you're considering this, please make sure that what you doing in your free time and utilizing it in terms, if make sure that you're doing something productive.
All right, and somehow, what would you like to say?
So definitely go for it. It's totally worth it.
It's totally worth it. All right, so it's totally worth it is the answer being given by the two super grad students, and certainly IMB is doing a fantastic job, my dear friends. And I think ये video बनाना बहुत जरूरी था because you know what the truth is. We wanted to know. We really wanted to know कि कहीं ना कहीं because a lot of online degrees, a lot of online programs are not being taken in that particular shape, and they're not being given that particular respect by the students. But this particular online program is completely changing the way education is delivered in India. Thank you, Abhilash. Thank you, Samba, for joining us. And
Thank you, sir.
thank you, audiences. I am Bangalore's DB program is worth it.